Good morning, folks, and welcome back to another shaving video. And today is kind of a special shave video because we're doing our tribute to the most dangerous man in shaving, Mr. Ray Pope. And the soap we're using is The Shaving, featuring Ray Pope and the Stallion over here. This is by Phoenix, and the scent on this is awesome. It's a buttery type rum scent, which I really enjoy. Going to be using the Satin Mongoose, which is my favorite razor. The Skull Brush, and this is the cool box that it comes in. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a cool engraving on the cover. It comes in kind of like a coffin box. My wife got this for me for a gift for Father's Day, which is really cool. Rarely use this brush, but what brush would you use for the most dangerous man in shaving? Of course, a Skull Brush. Alright, so the soap has been soaking. I'm just going to pour this bloom water into the knot. No use in wasting that soapy goodness, and we'll start loading. It's Monday morning, start of a new work week. It's time, or excuse me, it's Tuesday morning. I forgot yesterday was a holiday. It's nice to have a short work week this week to start things off, and I'm looking forward to the week and getting some great shaves in. I hope you guys are too. Looks like I'm loaded up pretty nicely. Oh, this stuff smells so nice. Really looking forward to this, and I'll talk to you about Ray when I start lathering here in just a second, because if you haven't seen Ray's channel, you need to. It's a lot of fun. Let me wet my face and we'll start applying the lather. All right. If you haven't checked out Ray's channel, I suggest that you do. He's a lot of fun. He doesn't take things too seriously. He does wacky stuff. He tells stories. I don't know if you guys remember the competition between he and the Stallion. Wow, look at that lather just exploding. He and Stallion had a lathering competition where they did minimal amount of loading of the brushes, which was cool, and it got right down crazy. He's used drills to lather, reciprocating saws to lather. He just has fun, and I really like that. I like him. He's excellent. Wow, the lather on this is super thick and creamy. Probably, maybe even too thick, but we'll make do. No worries. Great lather and great scent. I can tell you right now, this is going to be a really nice soap. It's oh yeah, feeling really nice. The Mongoose is just tremendous, as I've said before, and I don't mean to get off the subject of Ray, but it's just a wonderful razor. My number one razor, top pick for me. It's excellent, or at least it is for me. The scent on this is really nice. It's robust. You don't have to go looking for it. And you know, for me, I really like that. I wish there was a standard way to measure soap strength in soap. It would be cool if, like, there was a standard for scent in like 1 through 10. And like, I would like all mine to be at least a 6, you know, with 10 being the most fragrant and 1 being the least. I'd like mine to be a 6. I always like that scent to be right there present, not knocking me over, but you know, intensity that I don't have to go trying to smell it. It's just there, if that makes sense. All right, let me rinse my face. We'll be right back. Skull Brush back in action. Really cool brush. I don't use it very often. It's a Badger. And you know, I prefer synthetics, but still, it's a nice brush, and it was a really super gift for my wife to get. She just thought it, she saw it, excuse me, thought it was cool, which it is, and picked it up for me from Italy, and it is very cool. Wow, this is a great lathering soap. It's not as thick this time, which I like. Got a little more water here, so it'll be a little more to my liking this pass. But I tell you what, this soap is no joke. It's a really nice performing soap. It smells good, feels good on my face. Nice and slick, and Comes at a decent price, and so for me, of course, that's a home run. Back to Ray. Definitely go check out his channel, which I will link below. He definitely has distinguished himself from many of the other shaving channels. Very, very cool. I like Ray. All right, one thing I wanted to mention is, for me, because I've been asked this question, I do a with the grain pass on my neck first, and then I do 2 across the grain passes. This to me is across the grain because my hair runs this way. For me, going against the grain on my neck, it causes more problems than it's worth. So I do a with the grain pass, and then 2 across the grain passes. So, and that works really nicely for me. You know, for some folks, going against the grain on the neck, it's just not worth it, and I'm one of those folks. Stand by for pass 3. So yeah, you really have to determine what works best for you and go with it. You know, you don't have to do everything in the traditional sense. You know, 1 with the grain pass, 1 across the grain pass, 1 with the grain pass, 1 across the grain pass, and 1 against the grain pass. I do the against the grain pass on my cheeks, but I don't do it on my neck. It's just not worth it for me. But that's just me. Again, this lather and soap, really, really nice. Really, really enjoyed this soap. This is really nice soap, but it's rare for me not to like Phoenix soap. You know, performance-wise, I always like them. They're very good. And scent-wise, 9 times out of 10, I like them. So, really nice soaps, as far as I'm concerned. The scents, the one thing I really like about Phoenix is the scents are always, you know, nice and robust. And for me, that's a big winner, because, you know, I really think the scent is an essential part of the shave. It adds so much to the overall experience, or at least it does for me. For some, perhaps that's not important, but for me, it's very important. And again, I don't have to be blown over by the scent, but I do like to notice it. And I don't want to go searching for it. All right, so we've had our shave. I'm going to go ahead and kill the camera for a minute. I'll rinse off, apply my witch hazel, and come back and talk about all these products we used and do the post. Stand by. All right, guys, so we're back, and the shaving by Phoenix for Ray Pope and the stallion back here, just awesome. Nice, buttery scent, great performance, good stuff all the way. The Mongoose, excellent. My favorite razor by a good bit. The Dangerous Skull Brush, in honor of Ray Pope. Very, very good for a badger. The hair seems to me to be about best quality, but it's super cool in looks, no question about that. And now, on to the all-important aftershave. We have Phoenix Chocolate Bourbon, and this is a scent, to be honest with you, I didn't think I would like, but I do. It's a really awesome scent, and it lasts a long time. And some of you have seen me selling off aftershaves recently, and it's because I've gotten so many now that if they don't stick around, I'm not keeping them, regardless of, you know, if they're nice for, you know, 20 minutes, that's great, but I just have too many to get to, and I'm not going to keep aftershaves that don't last. Now, that's for my use case, and I don't use cologne on top of my aftershave. So just for me, I want a great aftershave like this Phoenix or Fine or Reef Point, or, you know, there's others, Country Club, Folsom and Company. Those all are very, very good for me, and Razor Rock. So that's the shave for today. Ray, keep doing what you're doing. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday.